Hi, it's Raymond AAron, New York Times top 10 best-selling author, and I'm sitting way early in the morning in the Maple Leaf Lounge, flying home. Oh my gosh, I've been away for an entire month. Remember I told you that I take a 1-month vacation every year? Well, for the entire month of October, I was in United Kingdom. Oh man, I really liked it. I took the train, went out into the country. I had a lot of fun. I learned, met some fascinating people, and then I flew way over my home in Toronto to Los Angeles to give a speech, and now I'm finally flying home. But what am I excited about? Well, here I am. Here, let me show you where I am. Yeah, there it is. You see, I'm in a lounge, and there's the food. I can eat whatever I like. And here's some people. And there's a big window where I can see the airplanes outside. But none of that's important. Here's what's important. I've decided to try something. And not try, I've decided to do something fascinating. I've decided to figure out exactly what the three biggest entrepreneurial skills that I have. The three most gigantic skills. Oh, Mano Klur, good morning. And Vabe Hav, good morning. And Jedi, hi, good morning. Wow, all my buddies are here. That's very fun. And I figured out what my three biggest skills are. And one is internet marketing. Oh my God, without internet marketing, I don't know how I'd survive. We didn't even have an internet 20 years ago, and now I can't even survive without it. Oh, please, I love those hearts. Hit the heart button. Hit heart. Yeah. Benita, well, welcome for joining us. So hit the heart button. I want to see all those hearts floating across the screen. They're so much fun. Lori Grant, goodness gracious, hello. And Mariana, oh my God, all my buddies are here. It's way early in the morning here in LAX, but it's not so early for you. Jeanette, well, welcome on board. And I want to tell you about the three biggest entrepreneurial skills that I have, and that you could easily have, because I didn't always have them. I learned so you can learn. One is internet marketing. Without internet marketing, I couldn't get people to events. I couldn't sell my products. And Lisa Lieberman, hi sweetheart. I published her book 5 years ago. I wrote the foreword for her book, and then we shared the stage yesterday in Los Angeles. She has become a brilliant speaker. So one is internet marketing, and I'm not going to make you wait and hang on like some other people do that do Facebook Live. I'm going to tell you right up front. Hi, Estelle. Hit those hearts. I love those hearts when they go flashing by. I love those hearts. So one is internet marketing. And do you do internet marketing? Are you really good at it? So why don't you hit the comment button and tell me right now, how would you rate yourself as an internet marketer? Would you rate yourself really good, really lousy, don't know anything about it? Just hit the comment button and tell me, and I'll read them all out, because I want to see where you are. Because if everybody knows about internet marketing, I won't bother teaching it. Because on November 18th, Saturday in Toronto, November 18th, Lisa puts a smiley face. I think that means either she loves me or she's good at internet marketing. I'm not sure. But what I want is your response on how good you are at internet marketing. Lisa says, excellent. Well, that's great. That's great. But how about all you other people? And Guy says, hi, Raymond. Hi, Guy. But what I want, Lisa says, still teach it. Okay. So what I would like you to do is respond. I'm going to teach 3 things in Toronto on November 18th. 3 things that are the key to my success, and therefore will still be the key to your success, because one time I didn't know them, and now I do know them. And I would like to get some feedback from you, so please just tell me. So Carla says, good morning, Raymond. I struggle with internet marketing. Thank you. Oh, so from the one person who has responded, and Jedi says, just learning it. Okay, good. From the 2 people who've responded, actually Lisa as well, it looks like you need some help in internet marketing. Wow. So more people, please, more people. I want you either to reply as to how good you are in internet marketing, and the other thing is I want you to hit that heart button so that hearts and happy faces can float across the screen. So don't just lurk in the background. I mean, I'm trying to create the most amazing program for you on Saturday, November 18th. All you have to do is go to powerof3live.com. powerof3live.com. And don't ask me whether the 3 is a number or a word. You know me well enough. I bought both websites. powerof3live.com. powerof3live.com. So hit the hearts and happy faces, or tell me how good you are at internet marketing. Well, from the small sample, it looks like everybody needs internet marketing. And without it, you just can't succeed these days. I don't care if you're a plumber, a dentist, doesn't matter what you are. If you're not using internet marketing, you're not optimizing your income. Estelle says not so good. So we've got 4 out of 4. And the next thing is communication skills. Communication skills. That's amazing. I just read the most startling, most amazing quote of my whole life by George Bernard Shaw, and it says, the problem with communication is the illusion that it happened. The problem with communication is the illusion that it happened. Because you talk and talk and talk, and you imagine that the other person has duplicated exactly what you said. But no, there's so many errors that I see people making that it's no wonder their income is low. There's very, very strict rules, and I'm going to be teaching you those very, very strict rules on November 18th in Toronto, say 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 at night, a whole day just on communication skills, because I'm a really good communicator, but I wasn't at one time. At one time I was born, all I could say was ga 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 ga. But now I can speak really well, and I can teach you how. And I'm an internet marketer. Well, I wasn't born as an internet marketer. Keep those happy faces and hearts coming. Just keep hitting that button. Keep hitting that heart and happy faces button. So I'm going to teach internet marketing. I'm going to teach communication. Carla says, that's a powerful quote. Thanks. Love your communication and skills coaching. Oh, well, thank you. What a sweetheart you are. Yeah, in case you missed it, the quote from George Bernard Shaw is, I've forgotten it. Oh, yeah. The problem with communication is the illusion that it happened. Because people think that they've communicated and the other person doesn't know what the heck they said. You think, oh, that couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. Yeah. Well, wait till you come to this course on November 18th. You just have to click on the website link that you can see, or if you can't see it, then just go to powerof3live.com. powerof3live.com. So number 1, I'm going to be teaching communication. Number 2, I'm going to be teaching internet marketing. And number 3 is branding. Branding, because if you're not branded, you're in the sea of sameness. If you're not branded, then you're an indistinguishable nail in the bin. If you're not branded, you are sub-optimizing your income. You're earning way, way, way less than you should. Here we go. Dora Sante says, thanks, please come to Ghana. I'll be right there. I'll be right there to Ghana. And Jedi says, currently reading Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson on using internet funnels for business building. You will love it, Raymond, if you haven't read it. Wow, I'm really glad you're learning. Russell Brunson is great. He's one of the big names in internet marketing. You can't go wrong learning from him. So, the third thing I'm going to teach is branding. So, number 1 is communication skills. Number 2 is internet marketing. Number 3 is branding. Branding, because you see, let's say you wanted to sell your home, and 10 realtors showed up at your door and said, list with me, list with me, list with me, list with me. They would all look the same to you. Let's say you moved to a new city and you interviewed 10 dentists. They'd all look the same to you. So if they look the same to you, guess what? You look the same to other people. And if you're not branded, you're just sea of sameness. You're just yet another person, and they can't tell if you're any good or not. Now, you can tell that you're good. You are special. We know you're special. Problem is, how do your potential clients know that you're different? Because they look at you and they look at other people in your same profession, and you look the same. Oh, John Johnson, I need internet marketing and branding my company. Yeah, you also need communication skills. I'm going to be teaching all 3. Thanks for being so honest, John. So that's what I came to tell you. That's the purpose of this little Facebook Live video. I'm in Los Angeles. I've just finished a month vacation in England. You know, I go on a month vacation every year, and I just desperate to get home. I miss my cats, I miss my wife, not in that order, don't tell her. And Martin Herkins, oh my God, I love this man. Hi Raymond, how are you? Good job. Martin Herkins is one of the greatest singers the entire world has ever experienced. Oh my God. He sings like an angel, like 100 angels. I saw him on YouTube, and I was so moved that I gave a lecture in Amsterdam just about a year ago, and I invited him to come and sing. Even though it's a business workshop that I was hosting, I was just so excited to see him. And I think I'm bothering other people. Excuse me, am I talking too loud? Lady? Hello? Am I talking too loud? No? Okay, good. I'm in a lounge and I don't want to bother other people. And John Johnson is laughing because he said he needed 2 things, but I told him he needed 3 things, so he's laughing. Martin, you sing like an angel. Oh my God, I'm so honored that you're here on this Facebook Live. So, I'm going to take one day, not a month, not a week, not 3 days, one single day, and I'm not going to teach the 100 things that you need. I'm going to teach 3 things that you need. 1, you need communication skills. I'm a really good communicator. Number 2, you need internet marketing skills. Up to recently, I knew nothing. I'd never made a penny online except I sold some old shoes on eBay, but I don't think that counts. Evan Marshall, hello. Thank you for joining us. So I'm going to take one day, not a weekend, just one single day. It'll be easy for you to get away. Saturday, November 18th. Get there at 8:30 in the morning, and I'm going to talk till 6:30 at night. Get there early, hang up your coat, get ready, and I'm going to talk and talk and talk. It's going to be amazing, and I'm going to just talk about 3 things. Communication skills, I'm a great communicator. Internet marketing, I'm actually a great internet marketer now. I couldn't believe it. Like 2 years ago, I knew nothing. Nothing. And now I'm earning a couple $100,000, actually more than that. I'm earning a couple $100,000 US a year. A year, me, I can't believe it. And I don't mean my company is earning that much, because that would mean that my director of online marketing would be doing it. No, I'm doing it. Oh, Carla. Carla says communication, internet marketing, and branding. Yes, that's right, Carla. That's the 3 things I'm going to be teaching. Hey, I haven't seen some hearts in a long time. I want you to hit those hearts and happy faces and little love signs. Yeah, hit those. Come on, hit them. Hit them, I want to see some. I need acknowledgement. I need it desperately. Hit those hearts, or I won't talk anymore. Hit those hearts. I want those hearts. I haven't seen a heart in a long time. I'm not going to say any more. There's some hearts and happy faces. Oh, I'm so happy. So as Carla Wynn Doof, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, correctly said, I'm going to be teaching communication skills, which I'm great at, but I wasn't always. Internet marketing, which I'm great at, but I was nothing 2 years ago, and branding, which I've become the world expert in, and I knew nothing 5 years ago. So these are learnable skills, learnable. Evan Marshall says, I have my ticket. I can't wait for November 18th. Wow, you are my hero. You are my hero. I'm so glad. Why don't you sit in the front seat? I need your energy. And, well, I don't live in Toronto. Well, then hop on an airplane, for God's sake. Because if 2 years ago I didn't earn a penny in internet marketing, and now I earn about, this year, 2017, I'll earn about $250,000 US. $250,000 internet marketing, me, by myself. And I work at it, I don't know, an hour a week or something like that. An hour a week, maybe an hour a month. That's all. You might want to say, why don't you work at it a little more, make a little more money? And I'll explain to you why. So if I can go from knowing nothing to earning $250,000 US in an hour a week, you can too. If I can go from not being able to communicate when I was born, I couldn't even speak, to be a great communicator, then you can learn too. And 5 years ago, I didn't even know what the word branding meant, and now I'm one of the experts in the world on internet marketing, and one of the proofs is that the esteemed For Dummies empire asked me to do branding small business for dummies. Wow, wow, wow. And so I learned all three of these skills. Now, I could teach you 100 skills. I could teach you 1,000 skills. I could teach you 21 or 50 or 19 or 6. But I found the biggest three, the biggest three. And I'm going to teach only the biggest three. You are going to get the pith, the essence, the quintessential 3. There isn't less than 3. There's more than 3, but these are the 3 biggest ones. Einstein said, I can't quote him exactly, he said something like, the key to success, or something like that, the key to success is making it simple, but not too simple. He said, oh, look at all those hearts and happy faces and wows. Thank you. Colin, hi Raymond, where is the event? The event is in Toronto, Canada. And if you say, well, that's far from me, well, then get on a goddamn plane. Because you know what? 2 years ago, I longed to make money. I longed to make money on internet marketing, and I hopped on a plane. I flew from Toronto, Canada to Phuket, Thailand. From Toronto, Canada to Phuket, Thailand. That's 20 and a half hours in order to meet somebody who would teach me. And you say, well, you're rich, you can fly anywhere. It's not that I was rich, it's that I had the courage to do it. I had the desire to do it, and I wouldn't let anything stop me. Now, you might say, oh, I live an hour's drive outside Toronto, I can't get there. Well, then wake up. If you really want wealth, if you really want to do well, then there's some effort that you have to put in. There's lots of people who are flying in from England, from the United States, from the Orient. They're flying in just for one day because they know the value. They know the value. They know the value. I'm going to be on stage teaching. It's just going to be me for the entire day. You'll be able to ask lots and lots of questions. And, well, why don't you ask a question now? Maybe you'd like to ask a question now. Why don't you ask a question on the event itself, or on internet marketing, or on communication, or on branding? Why don't you ask a question on any of those? And Colin, if you didn't hear me, the event is in Toronto. And to register, Brian Forte. All right. Brian Forte runs an exceptionally powerful company called Get Motivated, and he runs the whole show. He's brilliant. He's hired me on several occasions to speak there, and I'm always honored to speak there. And I'm doubly honored that you're on this call. And what I'm doing, Brian, and everybody else, is I've decided what the 3 biggest skills that I have, entrepreneurial skills that make me rich. One is communication skills, another is internet marketing, and another is branding. And I've decided to take one day, Brian, and that's Saturday, November 18th in Toronto, and teach just those 3. Really, just those 3. You're the best, Brian. Okay, so it's too bad that I can't hit those happy faces and hearts and thumbs up, but I love when you do. So now, my phone line is open, as they say. You can just type in whatever question you want about the event itself. It's in Toronto. If you want to know where it is, then just register. Go to powerof3live.com. powerof3live.com, and you can spell 3 as a number or a word. I bought both websites. powerof3live.com. Christiana Carter, give me a break. Will you be live streaming your event? Oh. Wow. It's only one day, yeah. I'm going to work on that. I've got a couple weeks to go. I'm going to contact my CEO and see if she can organize that. Wow, thanks for asking that question. Yeah, wow, that's a good question. Holy mackerel. Give yourself some happy faces for that one. So, do you have any question at all about the workshop, or about internet marketing, or about branding, or about communication? Any question at all? Here I am sitting in a frequent flyer lounge in Los Angeles. It's 6:15 in the morning. I got up at 3:30 in the morning because I wanted to catch the first flight to get home because I've been away for a month. Brian says, can someone that doesn't have experience learn how to do this? Well, that's a really good question, Brian. And you and I both run education companies, so we're basing our entire premise on the fact that people can learn. And I know I can learn because 5 years ago I didn't even know what the word branding meant, and now I'm a world expert giving speeches all over the world, and I got the right to do a For Dummies book on branding. And 2 years ago, I never made a penny online, except I sold some old shoes on eBay, but that hardly counts. It's not reproducible. And I learned how to do internet marketing. Now I make about $250,000 US, working about an hour a week on internet marketing. And so, yes, I learned. Well, you're the great Raymond AAron. Well, I'm sorry, I knew nothing about internet marketing. Nothing. I knew nothing about branding. It's not that I'm great. I'm not any greater than you at learning. I just took courses and hired someone great to teach me, and so I learned. That's a good question, Brian. Thank you. So, do you have another question about the event itself? It's Saturday, November 18th in Toronto, 8:30 in the morning till about 6:30 at night. You register by going to powerof3live.com. Powerof3live.com. Just register there and fly there, swim there, kayak there, walk there, jog there, crawl there, do anything you can to be there. I don't know if I'll be live streaming it. I've never live streamed an event before, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to create the technology to do that, even though I know other people do, but I've never done it. And I would hate to promise that I'm going to do it and then fail. So I would want to test the technology. Anyways, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be live streamed. And I'm going to be teaching you the 3 most important skills that you need: internet marketing, communication skills, and branding. Those are the 3. If you're not branded, then you're an indistinguishable nail in the bin, and you'll earn an average to below average income because you're drowning in the sea of sameness. That's branding. If you can't communicate, well, then you won't make any money at all. If I locked you in a cave for a year with no internet access, you would earn nothing. So communication is absolutely mandatory, branding is absolutely mandatory, and internet marketing these days is mandatory. Christiana says, what about offering a recording? Oh my God, that's even easier. Wow, you are full of good ideas. I love Christiana. I've helped her write her book, and it's helping her a great deal. And I met her at New Peaks events, which is now Success Resources. She's on stage, whooping up the audience, making them all keen and happy. She's the best there is at that. Oh my God, she's so good. Brian says, do whatever is necessary to attend. Raymond AAron is the best in the business. This is only a small morsel of what he is able to teach. Brian, you are my best friend. You are my new best friend. And I think I'm bothering other people in this Air Canada lounge. I'm trying to whisper, but I'm trying to make sure you hear me. So it looks like you don't have a question on internet marketing, you don't have a question on branding, and you lots of happy faces, and you don't have a question about communication skills, and you don't have a question about the workshop. It's Saturday, November 18th, all day, Toronto, at some hotel or other. Just register and you'll find out. You register at powerof3live, powerof3live.com. And why is it called the Power of 3? Because I'm taking the 3 most important skills I have, the ones that make me most money. That's communication, internet marketing, and branding, and I'm going to teach just those 3, a focus on just those 3. Christiana, who's got the best suggestion so far, says, when you discuss communication, how do you suggest getting started online? Do you have a strategy you follow? When you discuss communication, how do you suggest get started online? Do you have a strategy you follow? Christiana, I don't understand your question. How do I communicate online? Is that what you're asking me? Please choose other words. I just don't understand what you're saying. You understand, but I don't understand you. I'm sorry. And you're a great communicator. I just don't understand it. So just take your time, retype it, and I'll wait. So let me tell you about myself. I'm 73 years old. Jewish, Canadian, and the best thing I do in my whole life is speaking. I love being a professional speaker. I love being an author. I have 2 cats, and I have 1 wife. I got the best wife. And I'm not saying mine's better than yours. I'm just saying I've had a couple wives that didn't work out, and this one, oh my God, she's the sweetest morsel of beauty in the whole world. Brian says, will you be teaching the top things to know about communicating your message to the masses? Absolutely. I'm going to be teaching how to communicate and what to communicate. How to communicate and what to communicate. Because most people, they shoot themselves in the forehead when they open their mouth. The first thing, see, let's say you're a guy and you're at a party and the door opens and a girl walks in. How long does it take you to decide, if you're single, how long does it take you to decide if you have an interest in her? The answer is about 1,000th of a second. That's if you're slow. Guys can do it faster than that. And yet, when I ask somebody in my audience to, like if someone puts their hand up and they want to speak, I say yes. And the first thing they say is, what the hell's Christiana says, what is your communication strategy? The what to communicate. Oh, you want to know what to communicate? Well, actually, I'm teaching it right now. This is called verbal fossils. Verbal is of or pertaining to speech. And fossil is, you know how you see in a rock, like a fish from 1,000,000 years ago? The skeleton of the fish is still embedded in the rock. That's a fossil. So what the heck is a verbal fossil? A verbal fossil is something that's also dead, but it's just sticking around and it shouldn't be there any longer. Like the word or you know, or, well, you've heard them. Of course is another one that people sometimes use. And it could be anything. It could be so. I don't mean that so is bad. In the sentence, I bought the tape so that I could make something or other. That word so is fine. It's not fine if it's a verbal fossil. If he said, so, I went to the, I did this, but then so, my mom did that, but then so, in that sentence, so and are verbal fossils. And I teach people how to eliminate verbal fossils because listen to this. No famous person uses them. Think about it. Listen to Bill Clinton. Listen to Sir Richard Branson. Listen to any famous person. They don't say, nobody. Only broke people say it. And so I teach you how to eliminate verbal fossils. Carla says, I remember the communication lesson well, especially about those verbal fossils or wasted words. Yeah. Well, but if you still use them, you've got to learn how to do it. And there's 99 lessons that I teach on communication. There's 99 errors that people make. I'll tell you another one. Is it easy or hard for people typically to remember other people's names? Like if you get introduced to somebody, is it true that most people remember the name perfectly, or is it true that most people completely forget it? And the answer is, most people forget names. So if most people can't remember a name, what the heck are you doing making it twice as difficult by giving them a first and last name? What are you doing? Are you crazy? If people are going to forget your name within a second, why make it twice as difficult by saying your first and last name? Brian says, to be honest, like... Brian, you are very, very funny. So if it's difficult for people to remember a name, why do you give them 2 names? It's thoughtless. It's thoughtless. You're actually insulting them because they want to know you and you make it twice as difficult. So my rule is when you introduce yourself, you say your first name only. Hello, my name is Raymond. And I emphasize it and people say, oh, Raymond. Okay, I got it. But if I said, hi, my name is Raymond AAron. Raymond AAron. If I said Raymond AAron, because you see, people slur their first and last name together without realizing it. You see, when I say Raymond AAron, then I can see where Raymond ends, where Aaron starts. I can see there's a double A. But when I just slur Raymond AAron, most people don't know what the heck I'm saying. And then if their wife shows up and the guy's awkward because he can't introduce his wife to me because he's not going to say, hi, here's Raymond. He's going to say, I forgot your name. So an important lesson is You have to speak so that they hear it. You have to speak so that they hear it. And I started this Facebook Live by quoting from George Bernard Shaw, a genius. I've never heard this quote before. It's genius. And that is, the problem with communication is the illusion that it happened. I know, it's amazing. The problem with communication is the illusion that it happened. George Bernard Shaw knew that people yak, but there's no communication going on. So, you want to learn communication skills? I'm the master. You want to learn internet marketing? I've become the master just in the last 2 years. You want to learn branding? I've become the master in just the last 5 years. So if I can go from nothing to master, in 2 different areas, then you can too. And I'm going to teach it. Okay, so I'm going to sign off because I got to catch my plane and I want to go home to see my wonderful wife. So hit those happy faces before I go. Hit those happy faces. Lots and lots of happy faces. And also say something nice. Oh, Brian, you said profound. That is very nice. Just say, I love you, Raymond. Bye-bye. Can't wait to see you. I'll be there November 18th or something. Just say something really nice and put lots of happy faces, and I'll be signing off in a few seconds. So say something nice. I can't see anything nice yet. Christiana says, you are the best. Sweetie, so are you. And Carla says, travel well, thank you. I'm so happy to see my wife soon. So just say you love me, or this was a nice Facebook Live, and hit those happy faces. And I'm going to be ending in a couple seconds. And Christiana says, thank you for sharing your wisdom. Powerof3live.com. Powerof3live.com. Marcus says, thanks. Remind, awesome. I guess he means thanks for the reminder. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you very much. And Sama, hi, Sama, says, have a safe trip. I love the workshop. I love the workshop. It hasn't come up yet. What do you mean you loved it? You mean you loved this Facebook Live, but the workshop is November 18th. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.